Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Pisces, and happy weekend to you, by the way. Thanks so much for stopping in here. I appreciate you. We're going to use these oracles and get you some overall energy for the week ahead, and then we are going to throw some tarot on and get you some details. Pisces, my water family, my two fishes friends. Let's find out what's going on for you in the week ahead, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces, at the end of this video, I'm going to talk to you about where you can get a deal on a private read, and talk to you about where you can find the extended if you'd like to. Oh, we just about had one pop. Let's get to it. All right, we've got May, Pisces. We've got Eagle. It's a triumph over troubles, obstacles. One more card. Okay, got a bunch that flipped, but we'll take the one on the table. What is this? We've got a chain. Okay, a chain of events that will offer you... Oh, sorry, can't see it. It says chain of events that will affect your life. Okay, very interesting. Look, we have the eagle, and it says triumph over troubles, obstacles. It feels like you're soaring over some sort of thing that you saw as an obstacle. We'll find out what that is, but it feels like you're taking flight, and you are rising yourself above the obstacles. If you picture, there's an eagle here, the eagle taking off and flying over the mountaintops. That's what it feels like. So it says here, a chain of events that will affect your life. And this may be something that has been sort of plaguing you or hanging around you since May, or maybe that was the beginning of the issue, was in May, whatever this obstacle is. We've got the fox on the bottom of the deck. It says shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. And then we have the vulture. It says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So isn't that telling a tale, right? So we've got a few things to talk about here. We've got the grasshopper at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck for me is always future energy. It says situations in the balance that require careful handling. So be careful where you hop. I'm going to say be careful where you end up. It does feel like there is something that you're going to have to do that may be considered shrewd, sharp kind of resourcefulness when it comes to a situation. It says here, especially in business, but it doesn't have to be limited to business. It feels like there's something here that has been aggressive or hanging over your head a little bit. It says worry that someone is against you. When vultures are circling, it's, vultures are an imperative part of the ecosystem because they pick the bones clean so the bones can go back to the earth. But it looks to me like somebody is maybe waiting for your demise or thinking that there is going to be a demise, and they're waiting to pick over the bones, if you understand what I mean metaphorically, right? It feels like somebody here is waiting for something to go wrong for you. So just know that there's a situation that hangs in the balance, that maybe there's somebody in your environment who doesn't necessarily want to see you do well, but is waiting to pick over the bones. All right, very interesting. Let's find out what else is going on for you, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's been hanging out since May. Feels like there's a situation that's been going on since May here. Tell me about May. This may be where the obstacle began, because I feel like in the week ahead, you're going to get some relief. Chain of events is going to change something or affect you here, but it feels like it's going to be in a positive way. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So it does feel like there is a situation that you're thinking about at the beginning of the week. It's a situation where you began to build some sort of foundation within your workplace, within a group of people, within a community, or maybe with another person. It feels like there's a foundational thing that has been growing here. Maybe you've been getting to know someone, or getting to know the new job, or getting to know a new situation. And it feels like there is a lot to be learned, but I also feel like you have congregated around you a very organized group of people or a person who is very collaborative and cooperative here. We do have Capricorn energy here. Tell me about the eagle. We've got triumph over troubles, obstacles. We've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands energy is a big, bold move. It's also somebody who's been very resilient, somebody who has walked through the fire and comes out, clean on the other end, essentially. This person, whatever came to them made them stronger. Whatever tried to kill them made them stronger. And this person is independent and fiery, and I can do it myself. I'll take that washing machine and the sofa up the stairs myself. I feel like you became the Queen of Wands after overcoming some sort of triumph. So it feels like in the week ahead, it feels like there is a triumph over some sort of trouble or obstacle that I feel the only reason that you are able to be triumphant over the obstacle is because the Queen of Wands. And nobody's going to screw with the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands will do whatever she or he needs to do in order to accomplish whatever task is at hand, because they're resilient and they don't really care if you see them fall and scrape their knees. They're going to get it done. Right? Tell me about the chain of events that will affect your life. Tell me what this is. We've got, oh gosh, I like that. I like that energy under the chain because it's a fortunate set of events. I felt like when I put down the card that was the chain, that it was going to be something that was fortunate. And when the Ace of Pentacles shows up, we've got this owl here, and it feels like something is about to change or transform as it pertains to something to do with the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a new beginning. This, could be abundance. It could be money, the beginning of something, a job, the job you've been waiting for, the break you've been waiting for. Pisces, it feels like whatever it is abundant, and abundance is a big word. Bottom of the deck, we have death, and I was just pointing out that we have an owl here, which is an indication of death, right? Something that is dying, so something else can begin. That something else is dying, so something else can begin. I feel what's dying here is some sort of an obstacle that you've been up against since May. And I'm going to put down a couple of cards here. We're going to talk about what else might come up in the month of October. Let's find out what else is going on here. Tell me about Pisces. And we have the Six of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups. So it does feel like for the rest of the month, it feels like you are in this nostalgic energy. Nostalgic love, nostalgic feelings about people, feelings about family. It feels like you're in a remembrance or remembering things that were one-off, things that were magical. It feels like it's a fortunate sort of, I'm going to say it feels, because the Ace of Cups is here, it feels like it's a very heartfelt, heart space kind of remembering a magical childhood or a friendship or a love ship. You're in kind of a dreamy energy. We've got cups here, right? And, well, I'm a Pisces moon, so I know all about that dreamy energy. So no matter where it shows up in your chart, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter, it's kind of a dreamy energy of thinking about the things and as they were, how they went well, right? Let's talk about May, what's been hovering since May, because I think that you've been building a slow and steady foundation somewhere, maybe with a person, maybe at a new job, maybe in a business. We've got the Five of Swords. It's not without its, I'd say it's not without its challenges, Pisces. It feels like it's not without its, what do I want to call it? It's, what am I trying to say? Trying to get my brains back on track here. I think it's intrusive thoughts is what it is. It's like, even though you're building this foundation, it feels like it's been in a rocky situation. So maybe it's been off and on. Maybe it's like I don't completely agree with how the foundation's being built, but maybe I just need to wait to see it transpire into, is it going to be built strong? Are these is this the right group of people? Am I in the right group of people? It feels like this is cynical energy is what it is to me. The Five of Swords. Tell me more. We've got the King of Wands. And we've got the Eight of Coins. So it does feel like here that there is, I'm going to say that if it is a job that we're looking at here, it feels like there is somebody in your environment who is inspiring you to be more, to work harder, to learn more, to be the subject matter expert. It feels like there's somebody in your environment that's been inspiring you. It feels like that this has been going on possibly since May for some of you. And it does feel like with the King of Wands that this could be a person who is on the throne. And maybe that's why you're becoming the Queen of Wands, because you're mirroring somebody's energy. It's like a mentor or somebody who inspires you to be more, or to be more brave, or take more big, bold moves. It feels like this is a person who is possibly teaching you something. It's like this person is inspiring you to do more, to be more precise, to check over your work before you hand it in, if it's the workplace thing. If it is something to do with romance, if you're looking at this because you're interested in romance, it feels like there is somebody here who you see as cynical, or they could be somebody who thinks like an air sign, because we're looking at Five of Swords, right? And the Five of Swords is Aquarian energy. And so it feels like somebody here is highly intelligent, but maybe they get caught in their thought process, or maybe you do. It feels like somebody here gets tangled up in the mind sometimes, even though things are working the way they should, right? In the way that they should, but it's going super slow. And so I feel like the King of Wands energy is telling me that somebody wants it to go quicker, but doesn't want it to grow without stability. So I feel like if this is love we're talking about here, something is growing maybe slower than you want it to. I want to say that the person who you're growing with is a person who is very driven. They get what they want. They always get what they want. They're very inspiring. They could be someone who has fire energy, right? Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries energy. It feels like this person is somebody who moves incredibly slow, because they're all about the details. They're about thinking everything over. They might even be an overthinker with this Five of Swords in the room here. But I feel like things are going slower. But I think there's a great attraction, because we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands here. Tell me about the Eagle, please. Triumph over troubles. And I feel like you have stepped into your Queen of Wands energy, whoever you are, feminine or masculine. You've stepped into this Queen of Wands energy in order to get something settled here, in order to overcome some sort of an obstacle. It feels like there was something that was worrisome. And the thing that was worrisome, it could be that, the Nine of Swords to me is a place where we are looking too far into the future. So maybe we're making things up, right? Too far into the future, but also maybe bringing what was in the past into the present. And sometimes that's what the Nine of Swords can be. It can be a worry that things are just going to happen like they did before. I don't think you need to worry about that, because I feel like whatever obstacle that you're soaring over here, I think the obstacle you're soaring over is the Nine of Swords. But I think this might be a new thing for you, Pisces. Maybe you are a warrior, but I'm just here to tell you with Justice here in the Three of Cups that to me it looks like there is going to be reason to celebrate, because something is coming back into balance or harmony. It feels like something is about to be said in your favor, if it's a legal thing, or this could be an obstacle that's been on your mind or has been in the courts since May. It feels like there is something that there is going to be justice combined with the Three of Cups, which tells me there's a happy result. So something is coming back into balance here, a happy result. I think that you're worrying, but I think that you're going to be soaring over, triumph over troubles. You're going to be soaring over this Nine of Swords here. I feel like there is something that is going to come to your attention that is going to stop you from worrying. Tell me about the chain of events that will affect your life. Now, if this is a legal thing for you, my friend, it feels like the Ace of Pentacles tells me after this thing is closed down or shut down, you finally get to have a new beginning. You can leave all of that behind and finally have your new beginning. We have look at that. Yeah, Charlie just reminded me here that this little fox here is looking back to the past and going, yeah, I outfoxed you, man. I got it. It's mine. Yes. So it feels like something is said in your favor here. But it could be harmony. It could be financial harmony for some of you. We do have the Chariot. We do have the Queen of Pentacles. And we do have the Ten of Swords. And so it feels like this worry finally comes to an end because a decision is finally made. It's a hard decision. It's one that I think was taking a really long time to be made because the Seven of Pentacles is here. It feels like you did all that you could do and then you waited. You waited after nurturing the situation, you waited it's all you could do was wait it out. There wasn't anything you could do until the decision was made. And I think it took a while, because this is Pisces energy, but this also is looking at last February, right? So it could be February or going into March as well. And so, yeah, maybe this has been hanging over your head since May. So it feels like something that you've been trying to work on since that time. The Ten of Swords is here. It finally comes to an end. The worry, I think it is. We go from the 9 to the 10 of Swords. Finally, your worry comes to an end, because the Queen of Pentacles is now in the room. Things are now in order. We've got Capricorn energy here. This is the CEO of the of astrology, right? The person who gets everything in order and then begins to plan things. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and we've got the Ace of Pentacles, 2 Pentacles here. A decision is made in the 3D that finally sets you apart. Now you can let go. Now you can go off to wherever it is that you're going off to have your victory or your success. It feels like I'm supposed to tell you to please remain disciplined. If this is a financial benefit that you're getting, maybe you're getting a raise from work. Maybe the job that comes in pays a whole lot more than the one that you were at, but maybe it is a legal thing. I'm going to say, please don't be overzealous with your finances, because I feel like worry could come to your finances if you aren't disciplined. The Chariot is about balance and discipline, but it's also about getting victory. So it's going to be a happy time for you getting victory in something, but try not to be overzealous. I feel like you're going to be letting go of negative things. No more worry for you, which I really love. Let's talk about what is coming up for the rest of October here. Tell me about the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. We've got the 4 of Cups. Look, it's going to be an emotional month. We've got a lot of cups going down here, right? It's going to be happy. It's going to be emotional. It feels like you are comfortable in this place, I'm going to say. Be careful, because the 4 of Cups can become a place where it can be stagnant, but I feel like you're comfortable and happy, because 4 and 6 is 10. It feels like you're heart happy, I want to say. We've got the Knight of Swords. Why is that? And we've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like there is something maybe that you that has been going on for a very long time that has finally come to an end because somebody spoke up. We've got the Knight of Swords here, and that's Gemini energy. That's somebody who's just going to say it. I'm just going to say it as it is, and I don't care if you don't like the truth. The truth doesn't care if you like it or not. It feels like something that had been carrying on for a very long time, years and years possibly, has now finally come to an end. This is not going to be something you're going to have to deal with in your future. You are coming into this very happy, comfortable energy where now you can start thinking about the good things, what's coming up in the future, what the good things from the past. It feels like this is all heart-centered energy. We're going to go into the extension, and we're going to look at all of this to find out what's really going on here. We've got some idea of what's going on, but we'll get the details. We're also going to talk about the fox and the vulture and find out, because it feels like if this is a legal thing for you, somebody was circling and waiting for your demise, and there's no demise for you. This is all working out in your favor, and I think it's all because of this. It's a situation in the balance that required careful handling, and I think that you handled it carefully. We've got a problem is being resolved. I mean, really? We'll talk about that in the extension. We'll put down 3 cards here. Look, if you want to come into the extension, please look at the very top of the comment section. There is one pinned comment, and there you will find, if you want to come into the membership and look at all of the extensions for all the signs you're looking at. I do 4 a month on each sign, and so if you want to do that, please look at that link. If you would like to just buy this one outright, there is a link there as well if you'd like to buy just this extended outright. And excuse me, just getting over a cold. And also, if you're interested in a private read, please take a look at my timetable. In Hypsee, I'm doing live reads. I'm also doing pre-recorded reads. I'm a tiny bit behind right now because I've been under the weather, but I won't take me very long. I'll probably be back on track by Monday. All right, let's find out what else we're talking about. Pisces, we've got Judgment in the reverse. Somebody underestimated you. Somebody misjudged you, friend. We got the 10 of Cups because you're coming out happy. Something here is being said in your favor. Oh, look at that. And it might be that somebody's choosing you. It could very well be that this is a love reading for you. It won't be for all of you, but we do have the lovers here. It feels like you are going to be in this heart happy space in the future for sure. Maybe it's next week, maybe it's the rest of the month, but it looks like there is something very happy that's about to show up for you, and it feels like it could be your person, somebody who is choosing you. There is, I feel that the Judgment card is in the reverse, and I feel like it's in the reverse because somebody misjudged you, but also because you've closed the door on something, so it won't come back. So it's not able to come back and come back round again. We do have the World card. It's over. Whatever it was in the past, you finally let it go, or you finally closed the door, or justice came to you. Whatever the justice means to you. And you're going to be able to carry forward here. And this is a reading that is going to stretch past the full moon, which is on the 6th of October. The 6th of October is a full moon, the super moon, and it's a full moon in Aries. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. If you want to come to the extended, you know how to get there. I'm going to go for now and go to the extended. But if this is where we part, then I will see you again. Take care, Pisces.